Here's something that I usually do, when I want to know what God's trying to tell me, is I'll usually close my book, and then I'll pray with my eyes closed, and I'll ask God, please lead me to something that you want me to read. And believe it or not, this is what he took me to. There's 365 pages in this book, and this is what he took me to. It says, God sets the lonely in families. He leads out the prisoners with singing, but the rebellious live in a sun-scorched land. Psalm 68:6. It says, God understands what it's like to be lonely. If your biological or adoptive family has set you down, your circle of friends or your church family are also part of God's plan for you. He knows what it is to be imprisoned under false pretenses. Understand sometimes our rebellious choices lead us into a prison of our own making, and sometimes we find ourselves falsely accused by others. Regardless of how we arrive there, God promises to deliver us from our captive states and lead us the way in song. Most of the Bible's musical citations refer to humanity worshiping God through song. But in this verse, and also in Zephaniah 3:17, God's voice sings over us. Close your eyes, listen carefully. Do you hear God's song of freedom and salvation? He's singing to you. Consider that for a moment. God is singing to you. His musical voice calls from your captivity into freedom, and from loneliness into loving community. Will you join him in his song?